So from an investment standpoint, as it comes to real estate, we are big believers in Thornton. With all of the growth happening in the North Thornton area and continuing to move north, we think Thornton is primed as a great investment opportunity for now as well as the future. So let me give you a couple pros and cons of investing in Thornton real estate, owning investment real estate there. Pro number one is future price appreciation. We think with all the growth happening, with the coming in of new companies, Amazon's coming in bringing 1,500 jobs, there's so much infrastructure coming, and the growth isn't just residential. This is the nice thing that we've seen. The growth is retail related, it's industrial related, it's office related. So they're building out the infrastructure first, then the homes around that, which is exactly the right way to do it. So it's primed for future price appreciation is a pro. Another pro is increasing rental rates. Rental rates have been bumping up much higher than the national average in Thornton for the last couple of years. We think that will continue because of the increased demand. So rental rates, they're not going to continue on at the 7-8% increases. I don't think they're going to continue that high, but you're going to see some solid rent increases in the future in the Thornton area. There's also a lot of new businesses coming to town. I mentioned Amazon. The amount of new industrial properties, new commercial properties is off the charts. And it's all happening in the north and the northeast Thornton area. The Denver area is saturated, so there's only 4 areas to grow. And the primary growth area lately has been north. So when you drive up I-25 and you're going north and you pass 120th, it used to be nothing. Now you hit 136, 144th, and there is all sorts of retail and projects going up in that area. A lot of new businesses are coming. They're going to bring jobs with them. They're going to bring people with them in the future. And this is a long-term build-out plan that Thornton has in place. Number 4 benefit, it's got a low crime. Thornton just does. That's stats. Low crime brings families in, draws individuals who are qualified in, and that keeps that rolling well. And community amenities. A lot of the stuff they're building has to relate to just this, community amenities, which also brings in the kind of people you want as a landlord to be renting your properties. Now, it's not all perfect. Let me give you a couple cons in the Thornton area as well. Number 1, lower quality of public education. Thornton scores low. They just don't do a great job as compared to some of the other communities as it relates to public education. And for families, especially for renters that are families, they're aware of that. So that's a negative. Hopefully Thornton will correct that. But right now, the school systems in that Adams County and Thornton are not ranked as high as some others. Secondly, your cap rate. And cap rate, if you don't know what that is, that's just the rate of your return as it relates to investment. So your investment rate of return is a little bit lower than some other cities. You're not getting as much bang for your buck on the rental side of things as compared to some of the other outlier cities. And this is true in any city. As it becomes more and more established, your cap rates drop lower and lower and lower. That's just the nature of investing in more of a solid. Cap rates also take into account risk. So Thornton's a pretty low risk area to invest in because it's so established. But because of that, you're not going to generate as high of a return, as high of a cap rate as you would in maybe some other cities. Third, and this is a big risk, lots of new multifamily construction. We're seeing a lot of new construction properties come into the Thornton area, and what that's doing is it's driving down rental rates in the multifamily world, in the condo world, in the townhome world, because it's hard to compete with a brand new Class A property that has a swimming pool and a weight room and a dog park and everything else. So if you own condos, townhomes that are a little bit older in the Thornton area, now may be a time to think about transitioning that property into what we believe is the best property to own in the Thornton area, which is a single family home. Single family rentals, we believe, is where you want to be, because that's going to hold its value. There's always going to be renters' demand for single family. But I would think real heavily about getting out of condos, townhomes in this North Thornton area, putting your money into single family. I can't stress that enough because of the new construction. And they are bordering, I think, on almost overbuilding when it comes to Class A multi-family property. So overall, we give Thornton an A+. We think it's a fabulous place to invest in. You can check us out. Give us a call if you've got specific information on Thornton. And as it relates to what you're looking for, if we can be a resource, we would love to help.